Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Thank you guys for continuing to support these videos. I just wanted to say first of all, thank you for watching, and thank you for all the support that I got on my last video. A lot of people sent it around, and a lot of people were talking about it with me, and that means like a whole lot to me. It really does, because just the fact that I can produce content and people will actually watch my content and not just be like, oh yeah, cool, and ignore my text, which is fine if you ignore my text. But the fact that people actually didn't ignore my text, that's what's meaningful to me. Like, hey, someone didn't actually ignore my text. And in fact, however many views I got, maybe 60 views, 60 people didn't ignore my text. It's pretty nice. Maybe I'm not so alone after all, you feel me? So anyway, I was kind of wanting to change up the format of the video a little bit, because in the past my videos were kind of as if I was journaling or make a diary or something like that. But then again, you only really want to journal or diary when something's on your mind. And I wanted to keep pumping out these videos for you guys. So I wanted to change the format a little. Let's say I had a son or something, and I wanted to teach my son things about the world, as if I were going to war or something. And so I wrote down something for my son in case I were to die. That's gonna be the new motive behind the videos, I guess. So today's topic is gonna be how to improve your life. But before I get onto that, I just want to talk about Veterans Day. Veterans Day just passed. Such an important day. A lot of people, they don't understand really what it means to be free and what it means to be in America, and how many people died and are willing to die and will continue to be willing to die, so that way you can have freedom. And, in a lot of these countries, if you were to say oh, I hate Kim Jong-un, or oh, I hate Mao Zedong, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, they'd shoot you. So in this country, you can say, I hate Donald Trump. And people will go line up and be like, yeah, I hate Donald Trump, and you'll get a whole protest. In so many countries, you can't do that. In so many countries, you don't have the freedom to protest. You don't have all these freedoms that this country grants you. So, if you hate America, if you're one of these people that, kneels during the pledge and is always talking I hate America, I hate America, you might want to click off this video, because I think you don't really hate America. I think you kind of hate yourself, and I think it's coming off on your hate for America. And maybe, you don't have to agree with that, but, you can just go click off the video, because you kind of lost, this is a great country, and God bless the USA. So with that being said, I wanted to talk a little about how to raise your vibration as a human being. Because look, I just wanted to back up a little. I have a lot of haters, I have a lot of lovers, I have a lot of people in my life, but I only have maybe 3 or 4 friends who I really trust. And that's more than enough. That's all you need. But so a lot of people, that they have so many people in their life, and they're just like me. They have 3 or 4 people that they can trust. But, they need these people so badly, so desperately, because they don't really know who they are, and their vibration is pretty low, and they're kind of living a rather chaotic life, and they're very dependent on these people. If I know some people, they're on my mind right now as I'm saying this, and if they lost those 3 or 4 friends in their life, they just completely go off the rails. So I want to talk a little about how to raise your vibration, how to improve yourself. That way you have a backbone to go back to if things mess up. So first I want to talk a little about music. I love Lil Baby. I'm bumping Lil Baby all the time, a whole lot of the time. But that kind of music and things, it's about, guns, violence, that kind of thing. And, maybe I sound like I'm a pastor or something, but listening to that kind of music all the time, it's not good for you. It's just not good for your brain. You're a result of what you pump into your brain. And if every single day you're pumping that NBA Youngboy, you're going to kind of be a little dumb. And you're going to kind of be a little violent, and you're going to kind of be a little bit of a thug. And, maybe those aren't the things you want for yourself. So with that being said, I be bumping Lil Baby sometimes. But at the same time, you shouldn't be the only thing you're listening to. And you shouldn't be listening to it that often. And, it's just a little token of advice, something to think about. Of course, you don't have to just stop listening to Lil Baby. I love Lil Baby. I know every word to half the songs that Lil Baby has. But I do be listening to a lot of Bob Marley, a lot of the Beatles, a lot of what's her name? Lauryn Hill. A lot of people that will raise your vibration, and talented people, talented artists who, will pumping that kind of thing into your mind is actually to a certain extent beneficial, because music is the language. It's a universal language. It's the most popular thing in the entire world, music. It's been around for forever. So, it's pretty important. Second one, meditate. This is so key. Because so many people, they say, yeah, Oliver, I don't meditate, but I have this thing that I do every day where I go outside for a walk, and that's my meditation. Or, yeah, Oliver, I want to join a meditation club. I'll join a meditation club, but I'm not really going to meditate because, every night I lay in bed and I listen to Trilogy by The Weeknd, and that's like my meditation. Or like I read a book, and that's like my meditation. I'm triggered. All right, that's not meditation. Meditation is you sit there and you observe your mind from, like, this isn't a good word, but like as if you were watching your mind like from like the Hubble Space Telescope or something. Like you're just watching your mind. You're like, whoa. And really no other experience other than meditation can give you that. And that's so important because everything, including you watching this video, every relationship in your life is all a result of your mind. So it's all about bettering your mind and things like that. Like I do that kind of stuff too. I listen to Bob Marley and, I listen to Trilogy sometimes, but at the same time, I'm able to meditate. And another thing, I don't have the time to meditate. Bro, let me tell you a little something. I work every day, I work 20 hours a week, all right? 16 to 20 hours a week. I do school, and then I'm able to run this club. I'm able to do my college applications. I'm able to play video games with friends. I'm able to work out daily, all these other things, and I still am able to find the time to meditate. Like, I would really love to hear what some of these people's excuses for not being able to find the time to meditate. I know some people that are athletes, some people that are very busy athletes, full-time athletes and school and things like that, who also are able to find the time to meditate. So if you really think you're not able to find the time to meditate, I think what you need is the time to meditate. I think your life is absolute chaos, and, you need to maybe cut some of these things out and find some time to take care of yourself and take care of your mind, which is, the one that is experiencing all these other things that cause you not to have the time to meditate. All right. Sun. Go outside, get the sun every single day. Get the sun if you're not getting the sun every single day, you're missing out. Okay, humans have the best eyes out of any creature in the entire universe, and I think it's because God designed us that way, to go out there and experience life, because it's freaking beautiful. Like, I'd be walking around in nature sometimes, I'm like, it literally feels like I'm like in like a painting or something. It's incredible. And it feels good too. Like the weather, November, December, January, beautiful. Avoid things that hijack your biology. This one is kind of a difficult one, but this is just another way to, subtly improve yourself through like a small change in your life. So what I mean by things that hijack your biology is like, you don't have to completely avoid these things, but at least recognize what they're doing and try your best to limit your use of them. Caffeine hijacks your biology. It makes you have an instant dose of energy. Back in history, we would have to go run around and go like chase an elk or something to get that energy. Now you can just sip a cup of coffee and you get that energy. Fast food, full of salts, full of fats, full of sugar, extreme amounts of all of those, which back in the day would be extremely hard to get. You have to hunt and you have to work for that. Now you can just go get it at like any store. I don't know if I should really mention this one depending on who watches the video, but pornography. It teaches your body into thinking that you're having a sexual experience. You're not having a sexual experience. It's tricking you. It's tricking your biology. And that's why these things have become more popular than anything ever in history. And finally, social media. Big one there. Big one. Social media is playing off of your desire to be in a social hierarchy. And it's playing off of your desire to, I guess, find an attractive female if you're a man. And maybe I don't really know what it's like to be a woman and use social media. I bet it's chaos. But it's not good all around. And it does bring some benefit to your life, like a little, but if you weigh the pros and cons, really, you're going to see that social media is it's the root of so much comparison and envy, and it's bad. So just limit your social media use, or just get off social media. I don't have Snapchat, or I don't have Instagram, but I do be texting people. Take the road less traveled. If all your friends are doing this thing, sometimes it's good to try and do the other thing. That's all there is to that one. Growth only takes place outside of the comfort zone. Key. Everything that has caused you to grow to where you are today is the result of you stepping outside of your comfort zone. So you want to grow faster, you want to become stronger faster, you want to become mentally stronger faster, step outside your comfort zone more and do things that you don't enjoy more, and do things that you don't enjoy habitually, such as cold showers, such as working out, such as running. Just do it more. Get outside your comfort zone more. And not only are you going to strengthen yourself, because, you're going to be more used to doing what you're not used to doing, but you're going to grow as a person, obviously. So, we can speed this up by speeding up us stepping outside of our comfort zone. So there's this other rule I want to talk about, because I know that might sound like a big deal or whatever. It's called the 3.65 rule. If you improve yourself by 1% each day by the end of the year, you're going to be 3.65 times better in whatever you were doing. 1% each day. If you improve yourself in Spanish 1% each day, by the end of the year, you're going to be 3.65 times better than you were at the beginning of the year when you started practicing Spanish. Significant. Last thing I want to talk about, relationships. How to know if someone is good for you in your life. Because I had a lot of people in my life who, I wouldn't say they were destructive, because at the end of the day, that's like having a victim mentality, and if they were destructive, it's because I allowed them to be destructive, But you can't pour out love from an empty cup. So you need to get to know yourself first. And I think that when you get to know yourself, you're going to attract much more people into your life. It's that simple. What girl would want to get with a guy, or what guy would want to get with a girl who has no idea who they are or what they want out of life? So spend some time with yourself. Literally, pause this video right now. After I say this, not right now. I'll tell you right now. And think, what do I want in a friend? What do I want in a girlfriend? Okay, pause the video. Alright, I don't know if you paused the video. Hopefully you did, and you thought about that, because that's important. So, when you're in a relationship with someone, you gotta ask yourself, is this person helping my mental health, or is this person stressing me out and declining my mental health? When you walk away from them, ask yourself that. Did this conversation and this experience that I had with this person, did it make me stronger mentally, happier mentally, or did it make me more stressed and it took away my peace and my happy thoughts, and it added to me a whole lot of stressful thoughts, a whole lot of chaotic thoughts. That's pretty simple. And also, a person who's a real friend will be happy to see you win. In my life, the reason I'm making this video, a big reason I'm making this video, is that I've been hanging out with this friend recently who I met at DeBakey when I first went to DeBakey. I don't know if you really know my life story or whatever, but I went to DeBakey freshman year. Didn't go so good. And then now I'm here at Carnegie senior year, and I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing really good. So, he was with me at the very beginning, and recently I've been hanging out with him, and he told me, at the beginning, when I first met you, now, he was I couldn't even believe, what you had become. And maybe that's, me, kissing myself or kissing my own neck or whatever, but the point is that, in a short period of time, you can completely change yourself. It's just your result. Most people have the same goals. The reason that people go different paths in life is because they made different decisions. And what I mean by most people have the same goals, most people want to, be rich. But how many people are rich? Not many people, because they make different decisions. So make the right decisions. Life's all about decisions. And like I was saying earlier with America and freedom, you have the freedom to sit in your bed all day and sleep. You have your freedom to become a heroin addict, or you have your freedom to work on yourself. You have your freedom to become a Navy SEAL. You have your freedom to become a millionaire, etc., etc., etc. And this is one of the only countries that you can actually do that and do it so well. And that's why so many people want to come to this country. That's why, if you're in this country and you're I hate Donald Trump, oh my God, I hate this entire country. I'm not going to stand up for the flag. I hate this whole country. I think you should go give your citizenship to someone in Argentina who's trying to get in, because there's people all over the entire world who are trying to get in because they want that freedom that, you take so much for granted, and you think that you're very oppressed, et cetera, et cetera. I don't want to get all political, but just chill out. Just be grateful. All right. You're not always in drama with this other person. If you find yourself constantly in drama, constantly in fighting with this other person, they're not meant to be in your life. First of all, you shouldn't have time for that. Okay, I don't have time for that. If someone's trying to blow up my phone, someone's trying to fight with me or whatever, I'm just going to be okay, and that's not because I don't value them in my life. It's really because I don't have time. Do you really think I can sit there for an hour or something and just text this other person, go back and forth, FaceTime this other person? I don't. And that's why a lot of people are miserable, because they have too much time on their hands, and they spend this time. The idle mind is the devil's workshop. They offer you something that will make you better. This other person is bringing something to your life. It's not taking away your happiness, taking away your energy. They're bringing you more energy. They're bringing you more happiness. They're bringing you love. And they're bringing you whatever, if you answered the questions earlier, whatever you seek in a relationship. Because there's lots of people out there. There's lots of people. That's why I have like a small circle, because I found these people that treat me right, and I feel good around them, and they care about. I offer them something, and they offer me something. It's like a symbiotic. It's beautiful, you know. And I have a whole lot of people in my life, and I have a whole lot of people who literally hate me, and like I don't even talk to them, which is, you know, kind of crazy. But, you know, I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know. But there's a lot of people like that, and I think about that sometimes. I'm like, why do they hate me? Like, all I do is be nice to them and try to help them and try to give them, you know, meditation club videos and stuff. Like, why do they hate me? And maybe I sound like a little victim, little baby right now, but it's kind of facts. Like, I'm trying to figure that one out. I've been trying to figure that one out for a while. But at the end of the day, I don't really have time to sit around and figure that one out, because I'm doing all these things in this list, and I'm working on myself, and I'm lifting heavy weights. All right. They help you to achieve what you want to achieve. So key. So key. So key. Jealousy. Jealousy is everywhere. Jealousy is everywhere. You see it everywhere. Maybe I just answered my question. Nah, maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. There's a million reasons. All right. When you get like a relationship or something, and this other person ain't had a relationship for like 3 years, maybe this other person's going to be a little jealous. All right. That doesn't mean that you need to despise them. Like, this is one of those like shaky rules. You feel me? But they should be happy to see you win. And you should be happy to see them win. Obviously. They have a genuine care for you, and you're not replaceable to them. This one's kind of hard, because a lot of people these days, they have like this really big ego, and they're like, oh, you know, you want to fight? Like, just get out of my life. And maybe that is to a certain degree what I'm preaching here. But what I'm preaching here is that I want you guys to be working on yourselves first and foremost. Like, you can't pour out love, you can't pour out these good relationships if you have an empty cup. So, work on yourself. Work on your mind. Work on your mind and your body, because that's all you have. That's all you have. And that realization changed my life. So, work on your mind, work on your body, read books, you know, take the road less traveled, do challenging things, and you're going to grow as a person. And just be disciplined. Just be disciplined. So, once again, I want to thank you guys. This was a longer video, but I moved pretty fast. So, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video if you did watch it. And this one was a little more chaotic video, because I kind of brought like me and my own story into this. And I brought up like a kind of a list of rules and things like that. So it's a little stranger of a video. But like I said, I'm just kind of changing the why of the video. Maybe some people say it's my worst video. But if they do, honest criticism. You feel me? So God bless America, first and foremost. God bless America. God bless you. I hope you work on yourself first. That way you have this kind of attitude when it comes to other people, that if they're not, you know, offering me and I'm not offering them something, if it's not a good relationship, I don't need them. That's just how I feel. I don't need them, because I'm busy. I'm working on myself. And when you're not busy, that's when you become miserable. So if you're busy, if you're miserable right now, first thing I advise you to do is get busy. Because once you get busy, all this other stuff comes pretty naturally. It really does. Just get busy. And, yeah, listen to good reggae music. Meditate, get some sun, do some hard things. Get outside your comfort zone. And just speed up this process of self-improvement by just constantly getting outside your comfort zone and doing, you know, hard things. So, yeah.